how's it going? It's Miyoko. For those who are new here, I am Yoko. I'm Japanese, I live in Japan, and I'm a huge Trump supporter. And today, let's talk about something a little bit more fun than usual, which is the Billboard in Texas. The state of greatness, the state of conservatism, the state of cowboy? Yeehaw! Or whatever. A total stereotype. This is actually something I saw 2 or 3 days ago randomly on Facebook feed of Fox News, and sorry that I'm covering this late, but I was dead because I'm a female and I sometimes have to be just dead. Like I live in a total different dimension for a week or something, but I'm back. So anyway, so this, let me show you. So Fox News said, a Texas billboard tells liberals to keep driving until they leave the state. Oh, when I saw this, I was like, wow. By wow, I mean like, this is why I love America, because this is like, you know, of course this is something very serious and it's reflecting the social matters in the United States, but still it has this like keep driving, like it has this humor, and it's something that we Japanese don't have. And if you do stuff like this in Japan, like if you hold a sign or billboard or whatever and say like liberals keep driving and leave here, stuff like that, you would get bashed like, oh, like I can't even imagine, like you'll be in prison, like a social prison. I have to say that the part of me was like, wow, this is awesome, this is so funny and it's on point and it's just, you know, so American and I love it. And the other side of me was like, maybe this is a little too much. Maybe this is a little far to go. And what differentiates these two different views is that some people will see the big picture of liberals and conservatives fighting always. The battle has been going on for hundreds of years, but some other people might think like, oh, this is too much, like this is too generalizing and it's attacking people that shouldn't be attacked or something like that. If anybody thinks like that, then they are looking at this picture as, you know, conservatives attacking liberals only. And they don't see, or they just intentionally ignores the fact that they are attacking conservatives as well, you know? Like, you know, the easiest example is liberal people attacking President Trump, saying that he's racist and he's stupid and he's not professional and everything, like all the just, it's not even like a productive criticism, it's just talking bad about people. And with that in mind, when I see this billboard in Texas, I was like, wow. And the second reason I wowed was because I know how much American people are actually oppressed. People on the left, as you guys know, think that they are trying to get freedom, more and more freedom, but in actuality they are looking for more control and like a totalitarian, I forgot the word, let's just put the word here. So by the people on the left seeking for freedom and equal rights and so on, they are actually attacking conservatives, attacking those who oppose to them, and they're not letting freedom happen. And I know how severe that level is, that, you know, the education and the what you see on TV or other kinds of media outlets, the social standards in the United States is so left-centered. And it's interesting because I can tell from another country, Japan, and because I view the United States like that, you know, that it's left-leaning society, you know, because I look at the US like that, when I saw this billboard I was like, wow, people can actually fight back. That's awesome, and that's so American again, because we don't have that spirit here in Japan. We don't share what we are really thinking at the bottom of our hearts. Like, it's just a cultural thing. It's not a political thing, it's a cultural thing. If you have visited Japan or lived here for a while, or if you ask anybody that visited here, they will say that, you know, Japanese people are good people, but you will not know what they're thinking deep down unless you become good friends with them, that they are not gonna share their what they're actually thinking. Apparently I'm Japanese and I was born and raised here in Japan, but I am a weird kind, okay? People love me because I say the things that people are thinking but can't say in public, and I'm an outspoken, straightforward person that doesn't give a damn about anything and just let it all out, because there are things that we need to discuss, right, in the society. But because the majority of Japanese people have this cultural aspect to not share what we are really feeling, we start to have very serious critical problems in politics. This is part of the cultural concept that we have called kotonakare shugi. Koto means like things, and nakare is the wish of nothingness, like not happening. It's the ideology of trying not to make things happen or pretend that nothing bad is happening. Long story short, Japan has all these historical disputes and territorial disputes because we don't want to upset South Korea and China and even North Korea. That's why we're in such a laughable, silly, unbelievable situation politically. Like, this is something that other countries could solve in a second, but Japanese people are taking decades. So what's happening in East Asia is that Japanese people know about the true history, or we have all these facts. But as I said, the Japanese government doesn't want to upset South Korea, China, or North Korea, and therefore we compromise, or rather don't even compromise and just pretend that nothing bad is happening, as I said. So of course China will keep developing their military technology and expanding the South China Sea, building military bases, and we don't really complain when North Korea goes out of hand. And even though we know that they kidnapped our citizens, like hundreds of them, our government is they're like, oh, we are trying so hard, we are making efforts, blah blah blah. They are actually wanting to protect their political status, and they're not working for us, and that's a problem that we have. So when I saw this billboard again in Texas, I was like, dang. I have to say that there are lots of Japanese people here that have awakened, but they can't say much because of the place that they are in, like a job, their family, their neighborhood. Like, they care about all the things that come as consequences. When I saw the billboard, I was like, wow, whoever made this is so courageous. It was so nice to see something like that. It's a fresh air, right? Some people may, I don't know, I only saw the positive feedback because it was on Fox News, but some people might not like this type of expressions, and I can understand that, to be fair. But what we really need to understand is that this is something that my liberal ex-boyfriend has told me before. Actually, he was referring to romance stuff, as regarding to our communication that we had in between, and he was telling me how I shouldn't judge him by the words that he showed, because he's not perfect at wording, he's not perfect at expressing his feelings, he can be clumsy at communication, and all these things that we express in our daily life, it can be perceived differently depending on the person, right? Because every person's involvement and history are different, so of course we're gonna react differently always. And so in this generation, what I think is needed is that we have to read what's behind people's expressions and people's anger. People judge too easily, and that's the biggest problem in this world, I think. And so in order to solve that, we should read what's really going on, what has brought everyone in the place that they are in now, right? If somebody tells you oh, you're so angry, you should stop hating and all that, we need to calmly show that we are concerned about the future and the peace and stuff like that. So again, when I saw this billboard in Texas, I was like, this is fresh air, and also doing stuff like this is very important to broaden our discussions politically. As liberal people say, we need diversity and we need more information, more perspectives, and we need to see the balance in how to run our society both domestically and internationally. And thanks to this billboard, I was like, I wonder where Japan stands now, because American people can do this, but how about Japan? And I started to think about the situation in Japan. And so I want to thank whoever made this, also sharing it enough for Fox News to cover, and so that I could see and get stimulated. It's giving these good consequences in the world. I really love American culture. You know, you guys have lots of interesting cultural aspects, but one of the biggest thing is definitely humor. Anyway, I guess that's all I had to share here in this video. I just wanted to make this video to somehow feed your thoughts. If you want more of these videos, please subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell so you will get notification. And yeah, it's gonna support my channel and I'll be happy, so please subscribe. And I am also on Patreon, and yeah, this is my job, so if you can, please support me there on Patreon. Anyway, so I'm gonna go now, so thank you guys again for watching. Take care until next time, and I will talk to you later. Bye.